Retardmaxx 101. To the people that have found the channel, remember, there's no edits. We just talk. A lot of people on my Instagram, in the DMs, the replies, they ask, do you have a course? Where can I buy the course? It's crazy. All these people have become accustomed to all these douchebags in Miami with the leased Lamborghinis and the penthouse condo selling you a course on how to achieve financial success or pull women. How do you have more success with women? You don't need any of that. It's all a scam. It's all fugazi. Because the only thing you need is to retardmaxx. Is to be retarded. Delete your mind. Delete thinking. Stop calculating. Stop planning. And there's no course that's needed for that because it's very simple. It's as easy as said as done. Just stop. Just start doing. Just take action. And if there's going to be a course, it's going to be the content I put on my Instagram or more specifically, this YouTube channel. But I will say, I can't be broke forever. I am working on an audiobook, which I think will be cool. But there's never going to be a course. I got something I want to talk about because it's something that's relevant to me. And it directly plays into retardmaxxing and fits the true definition and embodies it. We all started off as this retarded young kid with a great sense of humor. Somewhere along the way, people's opinions, their judgment, what they have to say, they start to affect the way we go about things. All of a sudden, you start getting accustomed to worrying about what people might say, what they might think. Channel your inner child. Never grow up. Remember when you got your first bike? Or when you were swimming in a lake? All these very simple things you did as a kid. When's the last time you did those things? When's the last time you built something with Lego? You played with Play-Doh. You went swimming in the lake. You rode a bike. You got on some rollerblades. Channel your inner child. Go out and do it. Be retarded. An age doesn't define being retarded. An age doesn't define the action that you take. There's restrictions to that, but you can understand what I'm saying. Channel your inner child. Never grow up. The things that made you happy when you were young, the simple things, they were so plain, but there's something that just triggered dopamine and happiness from it. Why are you not doing that as an adult? Who told you can't do it? Be retarded, retardmaxx it. Just go and do it. Start small. You start retardmaxxing. Not everything great is going to happen in a day, or a week, or a month, or even a year. But you start to stack these small little things. You start acquiring these small, what seem pointless skills and experience. I mentioned juggling. Or you learn how to play chess. You do one of those a day, or let's say even 3 a week. You'll look back and you'll look at this list and you'll be like, holy shit, I did more this month than I did all of the last 2 years because I'm just trying shit. And that's where you have this true connection of my life is actively changing because these are things that I know today that I didn't know last year, that I didn't know last month, last week, or even yesterday. You learn something today that you didn't know yesterday. Your life has changed. You have something new. So what's stopping you from going and trying it? What if this? What if that? This? They're just lessons. If things don't go your way, well, one, you learned. You had an instant result. Well, I don't want to do that again. Or you know what to do better next time. Because instead of being in your mind trying to calculate the outcome, that's all imaginary. You don't actually know. There's not a result. And you could do that forever. There's probably things, if you were to sit there and remind yourself of the things that you wanted to do, you wanted to travel, all these things, there's probably a good stack of them. And the reason why you haven't done them is because you're not retardmaxxing. You're thinking about them. You're trying to plan them. You're like setting a date. When I get older, when the kids get older, whatever situation it is, you're setting a date and you're just prolonging it. And then that date will come. The kids got older. And you'll be like, oh, when they're out of college, when they're moved out. And then that bar will get set. And the next thing you know, these things that you said you were going to do, this huge stack of them, because you just procrastinated them, you thought about them, you strategize them. You're 70. You're 80 with a bunch of regret because you didn't retard max it. You didn't just go and try it. That should be your biggest fear. If you're going to feel any fear, it should be the fear of not doing anything. Combat that by doing everything. Say yes to everything. Stop saying no. Give zero fucks. Just be retarded. Retard max your life. Change it. I always say it's not a mindset. And sometimes I regurgitate a lot of the things I've said because I feel like they need to be tattooed into your gut so that intrusive action does happen. Stop saying no. That's it. There's this saying that these, by definition, high IQ people will say, think outside the box. What box? Why is there a box to begin with? Why? The box only exists in your mind. But when you're retard maxing, you're not spending time up here. So you get rid of the box. You don't have to think outside the box. You're just doing. The box doesn't exist because you're not thinking. I just find that the fact that someone has to tell you to go out of your way to think outside of the box, that's just pointless. That's wasted time. That's wasted loops of energy that you're doing, the process of thought in your mind. The box doesn't exist when you're fucking retarded and you're retard maxing. You think back to when you were a kid too, all these boxes they try to put you in. I'm going to butcher this, but Kanye said it way better, but I'm gonna take it right now because Kanye West is one of the greatest retard maxers of all time. There just wasn't a name to it, you know. There wasn't this lifestyle to it. But Kanye West retard maxed everything. They said he couldn't be a rapper because he produced beats. Then he became one of the greatest, the biggest artists on the planet. And he said, "Oh, you're an artist. You're a musician. You can't do fashion. You can't build and scale a global brand that worldwide everybody's going to buy." And he retard maxed that. He wasn't thinking. He wasn't strategizing. He wasn't listening to people's opinions. He gave zero fucks. He just went and did it. That thing that he thought of, that he said, he just put out there. And he did that on a daily basis, on a reoccurring basis. And, you know, some of the things people can disagree with, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not here for the politics. But he retard maxes. Every time he says it out loud. He says what he means. He's a retard. Where I was going with that is, as a kid, you get all these boxes, right? And Kanye said, they tell the kid not to jump off the coffee table. There's one box. 26 years have gone. You have all these different boxes and restrictions that people have tried to put you in. These lines, these blurred lines in your head that you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that. What if, as a parent, instead, and some people will heavily disagree with this. What if the kid, you just let the kid jump off the coffee table? Granted, we don't want him to get hurt, but if you just let him, he's never going to do it again because he bumped his fucking head. Or maybe you learn that your kid's very acrobatic. He's acrobatically experienced. He came out the womb being great at acrobatics. You wouldn't have known that before. So, what's the worst? He fell and bumped his head? Well, he learned his lesson. He's not going to fucking do it again. You tell him not to, you just boxed him in. You gave him this box, and now you're just building those. You're getting accustomed to just putting him in these restriction lines. But if you let him do it, he learned his lesson. Or, you know, your kid's got some strong bones. You should probably put him in gymnastics because he's going to the fucking Olympics. I don't know. I just think I've spent some time on the internet, and I think the kids are more retarded nowadays. They're retard maxing. The kids are outside. They're scraping their knees. They're riding dirt bikes. It's a good time to be alive as the internet is growing. And you have all these different parts to technology. You got crypto, AI, all these different things. I think we're in a good spot because you have faith in the retarded kids. They're jumping their dirt bikes. They're picking up frogs. They're bringing home mice. They're jumping their bikes. They're retarded again. You know, they're in 2020, you know, around 2020, I think that did some damage. Glued, eating Cheetos, getting Cheeto dust all over the iPad. The kids are retarded again. And if you're a parent out there, I heavily suggest, I'm not a parent, so who am I to tell you how to raise your kid, but let the kid fucking do shit. Let him retardmaxx. Let him go outside and get hurt. Let him learn the consequences by doing. Don't do that. Let him just try it. That's what I'm trying to say. Got a couple more. I've been getting a lot of DMs as well of just people asking me, you know, to put some backing behind retardmaxxing. Like, they want a definition when in reality, like I told you, the pitch is just throwing logic at the window. Stop overthinking. Just go try it. Learn from it. Learn from the result. Learn from the outcome. But one really good answer I've given people is, and it sounds, you know, easier said than done, but it's really not. Give zero fucks. Stop giving a fuck. Retardmaxx and attract what you want. You're chasing everything. And it's fine, chase your dream, but you're chasing the money. You're chasing the girl. Retardmaxx yourself. Acquire these new skills. Acquire this new experience, this new lore. Attract it. The more you retardmaxx and learn new things, the more things start to just happen naturally. You know, you retardmaxx 365 days, you learn something new every single day. I guarantee you 1 or 2 or 3 of those things that you learn, you might get pretty good at. You know, and then next thing you know, you're recording it, you're putting it on the internet. And now you're building a brand off of it. Or you're doing a fucking audiobook about it. Or you never tried making a beat or getting in the fucking studio and recording a song. And you went and just tried it because you stopped overthinking it. Every day's a new experiment. And you realize you're good at rapping or you're good at singing. There's all these untapped areas you don't even know. You could be really fucking good at baseball. But because you never went and tried it, you thought about it. Nah. But then you can just go and try it. Fuck it. I want to try and play baseball today. And you're actually pretty fucking good. Next thing you know, you're playing in the minor leagues, making a little living, doing something that you genuinely enjoy. It's untapped areas. Because you're retardmaxx and you're just trying shit. Stop giving a fuck. What you're doing, I promise you, a lot of the people like around you, or the people, if you're out in public, social anxiety, these things, it doesn't really exist. The people around you don't actually really care. They'll take a picture. They'll fucking say something to their significant other, and they'll judge you. Who gives a shit? Chances are you'll never see them again. And even if you do, who gives a fuck what they have to say? They're sitting on the sidelines watching you. Be retarded, retardmaxx your life. It's probably one of my better ones. So if you are someone that's reoccurring, coming back to the channel, and you want to tell people you got to start you want to get people on the right train of life, show them this video. Retardmaxx, and I love you guys. There's been a lot of great testimonies. A lot of people saying that they've been retardmaxx for the last 2 weeks and their life has, they feel their life changing in front of them. Retardmaxx your life. Do everything with a purpose. Stop saying no. Give zero fucks. That's it. Love you guys. Peace.